I just wanted to apologize for not being in yesterday morning. I don't want you to think I was playing hooky or doing something silly like that. I don't know if you know, but I received some pretty terrible news during the show on Monday morning. One of my best friends had passed away. His name was Peter McNulty, and I miss him terribly. And I think when we lose someone, one of those people that is really important to us, you know, someone who affects our life as a human being, you know, I think you kind of reflect on the things that we could have done differently to try and save them. And I'm not going to go into the specifics of how Peter passed, but he called me the night of his death, you know, just to chat. And you know what? I didn't answer. Why? Because I was watching a movie. I saw the phone, I thought, I'll call him back later. One of the hardest things I've come to realize is that there's not going to be a later. And, you know, we spoke on the phone every day, sometimes 4 or 5 times a day. I'd call him up every morning, give him a wake-up call that he didn't want. And we'd tease each other and then go about the rest of the day. And we'd meet up during the week, have a few pops, share some stories. He'd curse out his bum knee. But you could always count on at least one good belly laugh. The kind that isn't faked or forced, but the kind that comes from deep down in your soul. I hate the fact that I'm never going to see him again. I'm never going to chat with him again. Or watch the way he'd tilt his head to one side and give you that patented sheepish grin of his when he was particularly tickled pink about something he said or did. I can honestly say that Peter was one of the nicest people I have or will ever have known, despite the fact that he would always hog the remote when we'd watch television. He used to tell the same stories to you over and over and over, as if you'd never heard them before or were hearing them for the first time. And you'd roll your eyes and listen and think, oh God, this one again. But I got to tell you, right now I would give almost anything to hear any one of his stories again. And through this whole experience, it's interesting how your point of view changes during a time of tragedy. Like, for example, over the holidays, I would complain about how I wanted a bigger television. Or I was going on about, you know, I want a nice luxury used vehicle. But you know what? It doesn't matter. None of that matters. What matters are experiences, friends, and the memories you create together. At the end of the day, that's all that counts. It's not money. It's not tangible items. It's health. It's love. And I'm mad and I'm angry that there's nothing I can do to bring him back. I want to shout at whoever's in charge because I don't feel I got enough time with him. You know, I only knew Peter for a couple of years, but in that time he became one of my best friends. I miss him more dearly than I ever thought possible. My heart hurts. So I'm left doing the only thing I can do now. I imagine him up in heaven with our dear friend Linda. And I take comfort in the fact, knowing that he's there with friends. I know he's up there riding around on that electric scooter of his with Linda in the side carriage. Because if you knew Peter, you knew better than to get on a two-wheeled vehicle with him. And I hope they're whipping around up there as we speak. What I've realized is the thing about death is you never get that proper goodbye. And a lot of the time you feel robbed. And between me and you, I will forever be haunted that I didn't pick up the phone the day he called. And I only hope that he knew how special of a person he was and how much he was loved by his friends. To anyone who has lost anyone recently, my heart goes out to you. And I know this is going to sound cheesy, but do yourself a favor. And when you have time today, give your pet or pets a big squeeze. Call your mom or somebody in your family. Give your significant other a nice kiss. Because trust me, you do not want the feeling of having purposely ignored that phone call. Because if there's anything this whole ordeal has taught me, is you just never know. Back with more music after this.